So I'm Ollie Webb, and my project is a password-based circuit breaker. Right, so there's 3 stages of my project. My first stage was the formulate, which was the planning and what I was going to do. And the second stage was the implement, which was like building the actual project and getting all the materials and everything like that. And my final stage was the evaluation stage, which is now when I'm presenting it to everyone. Right, so my formulate stage, I chose to do my project as work related. It obviously had to be within a time scale, so I had to make sure that when I was planning it that I could actually do it within that time scheme. I had to make sure that it was within my skill set, so anything too hard wouldn't have been any good for me. And I had to make sure I had a price of £100, so I had to keep it within that. I kept up to date with my project by using my Gantt chart, and I found it actually helped a lot. I filled it in week by week, and I found that halfway through my thing I had a holiday period, and that helped me catch up during that as well. Right, so my project is basically, I've got 4 circuits. You can't actually see them, but there's 4 light bulbs there. Each has its own code, specific code. And it's once you type it in on the keypad, each light will come on, presuming that the passcode is correct. You also turn it off by using the same passcode as well. My stakeholders was obviously myself, Tom and Masood, and my external stakeholders was obviously my work and the external auditor. Right, so my implementation stage of my project was I obviously had to build the circuit board, which included soldering all the components onto the PCB. I had to do all the electrical tests to make sure that it was all working fine, so I had to do continuity tests on certain aspects. Then I had to upload my code using the software, which was Keel, and onto the microcontroller, so it actually worked. Then I had to test it that it actually worked, and then the final part was the evaluation stage. Right, so overall I found it quite enjoyable. I was chuffed that it actually worked in the end, and although I did find it very long-winded and quite stressful at times as well. My favourite part of the project was probably the building stage. I didn't necessarily enjoy the programming stage of it, but that was all part and parcel of it. I found that an improvement that I could have made is having it all in one box instead of having the keypad separate, so I could have had it all together. That would be one thing that I would have improved. But overall, to be honest, I'm over the moon that I completed it and got it within the time scheme. So, yeah. Any questions?